What's up, guys? Let's talk about Ready Player One. But before we get started, I just want to let you know that this review will contain some spoilers. At some point, I will give you a nice little warning. Now, I'm guessing many of you have already watched a lot of reviews and are hoping to talk about this movie, or there are a few of you that are really hoping to go see it very soon. As many of you know, this is an adventure sci-fi movie directed by Steven Spielberg. It's based off the Ernest Cline novel of the same name, and he also helped write the film. It takes place in the year 2045, and everyone escapes to this virtual reality world called the Oasis. We soon learn that the creator of the game has left these hidden keys throughout the world, allowed people to attempt to find all of them and, in a sense, beat the Oasis and take ownership of it. Thus, we have a race between the corporate giants and the good guys trying to see who's going to be able to do it first. Alright, let's start with the positives. This film has really great visuals. That's one thing that definitely will stand out to you, and it's very well paced for the length of the film, about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Is it better than the book? Well, I can't quite say, as I haven't read it yet myself, but it seems like overall people are saying it is. As far as some of the flaws, it seems like overall the character development was kind of lacking here. I didn't quite latch on to many of the characters except for maybe a few, which I'll get into in a second. There's a lot of pop culture references here and nostalgia, so for those of us that haven't seen or known a lot of those things that are being referenced, there is going to be a little bit of an issue really appreciating just seeing it on screen. So that part sort of depends on your wealth of knowledge among films, anime, and video games. Overall, there's some really great acting, especially by Olivia Cooke. I've now seen her in a few films such as Thoroughbreds and Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, and she is fantastic in every one. I did feel like the main character, Wade Watts, or Parzival, played by Ty Sheridan, was just not all that interesting. The actor did a great job, but there wasn't a lot for me to really latch on and really feel for his character at times. Overall, though, this film can definitely be enjoyed even if you don't know all the references, but it will certainly be much more enjoyable if you do know them. With that is Easter Sunday and April Fools, Easter Fools, I don't know what to call it. What better time to now talk about my top 5 moments and Easter eggs in this film. Now here's my spoiler warning for those of you who don't know about these things and don't really want to know until you see the film. Now for number 5, I'll say, which has the best visuals and sound effects moment, had to be the part with King Kong at the beginning in the race. Everything he was doing, all the sounds, you could hear him huffing and puffing and just slamming down. It was so powerful and loud. In my theater, it was Dolby Atmos supported surround sound system, and it was just really, really nice. It felt like he was right there just hitting us in the theater. Number 4, which I will say was my favorite little surprise in the film, what I was not expecting at all, was some of the horror references, and especially the parts we get here when we see a whole segment dedicated to The Shining, as well as a brief little fun moment with Chucky from Child's Play. I got extremely giddy and excited as soon as I saw those things. Now number 3, as my favorite epic moment in the film, had to be the Gundam fight scene. As soon as we see Toshiro say that he wants to take on the form of Gundam, I got super excited. It was a very cool little moment there. Now number 2, which was my favorite reference in the film, I actually knew it was going to be in it before seeing the movie, but I like how they did it, was just when they mentioned that Artemis is using Kaneda's bike from Acura. They could have just had it on screen, and those of us who knew it would have recognized it anyway, but I like that they at least allowed people that didn't know to really kind of understand, oh, that's where that's from. Now, my number 1 favorite thing, which was kind of an Easter egg and a little bit of a theory, but when we first are revealed the name of one of the characters, Toshiro. Now think about it, this character has a samurai as an avatar. Toshiro is the same name as the legendary actor Toshiro Mifune in Seven Samurai. If that's not a direct tribute to one of the greatest films and actors who's ever done it, I don't know what is. This film is definitely a crowd pleaser. There's gonna be a lot of people cheering it on. You gotta check it out in theaters. I really enjoy how it brings awareness to a lot of the stuff many people know about, but then a lot of stuff not a lot of people are aware of. Overall, this film had a really good message about not spending too much time in the virtual world, and I think a lot of you will really dig it. Ready Player One levels up entertainment with a visual spectacle, mixing futuristic possibilities and nostalgic cultural references that both celebrates what came before and sheds new light on what may come after. And that's why this film is a diligent pick. So guys, what did you think of Ready Player One? Did you like how they changed it in comparison to the book as far as references and all that goes? What were some of your favorite moments and Easter eggs that you saw during your first viewing and or multiple times after? My name is Dylan, and if you love entertainment, subscribe to my channel while this video ends and send me a thumbs up before you go. Thanks for watching and stay diligent.